And the mayors of these cities and the governors in these states need to stand up and tell folks, okay, to protest. You can't protest violently. You can't spit on cops. You can't curse at cops. You can't kick out the taillights. You can't block the streets. Okay, you can't blow whistles in their ears to try to impact their hearing. You can't do that. That's against the law. It's also foolish. Okay, you're in a powder keg, and you got folks trying to give off sparks. It's a 12-piece bucket of stupid, and it's incumbent upon the mayors and the governors to stand up and ask that it stop. I don't think the Democrats can propose anything unless it looks like they are gutting Homeland Security and ICE like a fish, and that's not something that the Republicans are going to vote for. So I'm wrong in this, but I think the department's going to be shut down for a while. It's not going to impact ICE. We put a lot of extra money in one big beautiful bill for ICE, so ICE is going to continue on. But that's kind of where we find ourselves right now.
When you say for a while, how long do you?
I don't know. I don't know. And I hope for a while is a very short period of time. Maybe we can do it in 2 weeks. But
Are you okay with splitting off DHS funding and doing a contact resolution?
No, I'm not okay with it, but that's where we find ourselves. And so sometimes to fund the government, you end up having to vote for things that 48 hours ago you wouldn't have dreamed you would vote for.
I think the ball's now in the Republican leadership court. My understanding is the White House has moved dramatically and agreed to a framework. Nobody's going to trust anybody, so it's going to be trust but verify and see what the leader lays down. You know, I think we need the shortest time possible, and I think there's some back and forth, whether that's a week or 2 weeks, to try to negotiate. And again, what we're talking about here is, you know, let's just get rid of the rogue activity. Let's move ICE back to where, you know, they identified themselves. They weren't traveling in roving bands without warrants. Some of the traditional protocols that they operated under literally for years and years.
Negotiation is the wrong word. We ought to be making demands and shut down the Department of Homeland Security if it fails to comply with basic rights and liberties that are a part of the legal fabric of this country, fundamental to good law enforcement and policing all around the country. So I think there has to be oversight, not only through inspectors general, but through congressional hearings.
You would support impeachment of Christie now?
Absolutely. She has betrayed the public trust. She's violated the law. She's presided over fiascos and scandals, and she's lied to the American public, demeaning and desecrating an individual, Alex Preddy, who was giving his career to caring for our veterans. And I think it is a disgrace